What happens when an African-American woman travels the world, lands in South Africa, and then boldly declares that Southern hospitality has nothing on South African kindness? You get one of the most refreshing and heartfelt videos that instantly sparks conversations about culture, honesty, food, and good old-fashioned human connection. Today, we're diving into her viral post, where she shared the top things she loves most about South Africans. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see why her words hit home for so many people. Let's first listen to what she had to say before we breaking it all down for.
All right, you guys, so these are the things that I literally love the most about South Africans. So, one, you guys are literally the kindest people that I have ever met. I have traveled pretty extensively, and even in the States, I came from the Southern hospitality belt. I spent most of my time there. But honestly, Southern hospitality has nothing on the kindness that I have experienced from South African people. The second thing that I would say is I love how straightforward you are. Like, you guys do not mince words. And I'm here for that moment, because in the States, I feel like so many people say things, but they're beating around the bush. And it's like, what are you really saying? Like, if it was nasty, say it was nasty. If it was good, say it was good. If you're confused, say you're confused. Like, I love that South Africans are literally just like straightforward people. They say it like it is, and not in a way that's rude, but just in a way that's truthful. And I don't know if this is a sidebar, but I feel like so many things are identified as rude and unacceptable to be said in the States. And it's like making it so hard for people to just say things that are truth, that are just authentic realities of their thoughts. Like, I love the straightforwardness that South Africans give my life. It leaves me not feeling confused. I'm here for that moment, even if it means y'all coming for my eyebrows sometimes. The next thing that I would say is I love how helpful South Africans are. Like, literally, oh shoot. Sorry, y'all. Like, literally, listen. I love how helpful you guys are. Like, I feel like anytime that I've been confused, whether I'm coming here on TikTok asking for help, or if I'm in person and I'm walking around and somebody literally sees I'm confused, they just help. And it's so helpful. The other day, I was backing out of a parking space. Listen, don't come for me. I know my husband is on here watching. Don't come for me. I was backing out of a parking space and I hit a curb, but I couldn't figure out what was going on. And it was a lady. She was on the phone. She just happened to be sitting there talking after her shopping at the mall. And she was like, oh, it's just a curb. And she like directed me out of my spot. She wasn't a parking attendant person or anything. Like, she was just being so helpful. And listen, that helpfulness, I feel like a lot of times in the States, people will watch you struggling and not give it a second thought. They don't care. It's not their problem. Like, I love how helpful South Africans are. Like, it's so kind. It's just such a kind community. And especially somebody like me that's not from here, thank you. I've been needing all the help I can get a lot of times. And then I have to also say, like, y'all, I am such a foodie, so it is the food for me, okay? Like, oh, the food is so good, but it's also so healthy. So I don't, have all this weight gain because you guys also make healthy food. So just like the cultural experience, like the cultural experience that you guys bring, like food, personality, fun, like all the things, like you guys are literally just like some of the most amazing people. Like, and I'm not even saying that just to like hype y'all. I'm just saying it because it's true. Because I'm definitely like y'all, not one that likes to mince words, and it can be valued here, and I'm here for that moment. So yeah, like you guys are just the whole cultural experience that you get here in South Africa is beyond. Y'all, my best friend is coming to visit. I am literally level 10 excited. Like, one of my best friends is coming to visit, and I am over the moon. I'm not gonna say I went on a strike talking to her, because I'm like, she needs to just come show her face, but she's coming. So whatever happened, happened. If it worked, it worked. So I'm so excited that she's coming. Y'all, I have a whole new skincare routine. Level 10 excited. Can't wait to show you guys what that is. I found some South African products. I'm in love. I'm in love. Okay. And so, yeah. Anyways, I love you guys. Keep being amazing. Keep being South African, because that's all it clearly takes for you guys to be amazing. And I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
So let's start with her very first point, and it's a big one. She said South Africans are the kindest people she's ever met. Now keep in mind, This is a woman who grew up in what's literally known as the hospitality belt in the United States. That's the South, where bless your heart and sweet tea flow like water. Yet she says with no hesitation that South Africans beat Southern hospitality hands down. That's huge. And honestly, when you think about it, kindness is often what people notice most when they step into a new country. It's not the skyscrapers or even the beaches, it's how people treat you. And in her experience, South Africans set the bar high. Now, the second thing she absolutely loved was how straightforward South Africans are. And this one is hilarious because she nailed it. She said in the States, people often beat around the bush and it's hard to figure out what they really mean. But in South Africa, people just say it as it is. If the food was nasty, they'll say it was nasty. If it was good, they'll say it was good. And sometimes they'll even come for your eyebrows, but hey, at least you know where you stand. And that's such an interesting cultural contrast. In the US, being direct can sometimes be seen as rude, but in South Africa, it's embraced as honesty. And she loved that. She said it leaves her not feeling confused. And in a world full of mixed signals, that's refreshing. Third on her list, and this is where her story got really funny and relatable, was how helpful South Africans are. She gave this example of backing out of a parking space and hitting a curb. She couldn't figure out what was happening, and a random woman, who wasn't even a parking attendant, just stopped her phone conversation to help guide her out. That small act of kindness stuck with her. And you know what? She's right. South Africans do have this communal spirit where if they see you struggling, they're more likely to jump in and help rather than just stand by and watch. Compare that to her experience in the States, where, as she put it, people might just watch you struggle because it's not their problem. That difference in attitude is exactly why she felt so welcomed. Then, of course, she had to talk about the food. And let's be honest, you can't talk about South Africa without mentioning the food. She said she's a foodie and she loves how the meals here are not only delicious but also healthier compared to what she's used to in the US. Think about it. South African cuisine is full of fresh produce, lean meats, and traditional cooking methods that don't rely on overly processed ingredients. She even joked that she gets to enjoy all the good flavors without packing on the extra weight. For anyone who's been to Southern Africa and tasted a real braai, bunny chow, or even some homemade chakalaka, you know exactly what she's talking about. But she didn't just stop at food, kindness, and helpfulness. She wrapped it all up by celebrating the cultural experience as a whole. She said the combination of food, personality, fun, and community made her feel like South Africans are some of the most amazing people she's ever encountered. And she wasn't exaggerating just to flatter anyone. She said it with the same straightforwardness that she praised South Africans for. She even laughed about people coming for her eyebrows sometimes. But hey, it's all part of that honest, authentic vibe that she's grown to love. What I really like about her post is that it wasn't just surface-level observations. She pointed out the little things. The curb incident, the straightforward comments, the random helpfulness that really define what it feels like to live among South Africans. Those everyday moments of kindness and honesty are what build the bigger picture of a culture. She also mentioned being super excited that her best friend is coming to visit her in South Africa. And that says a lot. When you love a place enough that you want to share it with the people closest to you, you know it's special. She even said she's got a whole new skincare routine now, thanks to South African products she discovered. And if you know anything about the beauty world, South Africa has a growing industry full of natural, locally sourced products that people are falling in love with. So what do we learn from her experience? 1. Kindness matters, and it leaves a lasting impression. 2. Being straightforward isn't about being rude, it's about being authentic and clear. 3. Helpfulness is a universal language, and South Africans speak it fluently. 4. Food is more than just fuel. It's culture, health, and joy on a plate. And finally, that cultural experiences aren't just about sightseeing. They're about people, conversations, and the little interactions that make you feel like you belong. Her video reminds us of something powerful, that sometimes what makes a country beautiful isn't just the landscapes or the landmarks, but the people who live there and the way they treat others. South Africa, in her eyes, isn't just a place. It's a community that welcomed her, challenged her, and made her feel at home. So here's the big takeaway. Next time you think about South Africa, don't just picture Table Mountain or safari adventures. Think about the kindness of strangers, the honesty of conversations, the helpful hand when you're stuck, the taste of fresh food, and the laughter of community. That's what made this African-American woman fall in love with South Africans. And honestly, that's what makes South Africa stand out to the world. And maybe, just maybe, it's a reminder to all of us, wherever we are, to show a little more kindness, be a little more direct, and lend a hand when someone needs it. Because those small things are what create big cultural impressions. So what do you think? Do you agree with her take on South Africans? And if you've been to South Africa yourself, what stood out to you the most? Was it the people, the food, the honesty, or something else? Let me know, because this conversation is definitely bigger than one video.